Hi guys. For my classical conditioning project, I decided to do my really bad habit of overeating desserts and comfort foods. The reason I decided to do this was because I never really thought about the underlying issues that it could have and how it could impact me. So I was always really bad about eating a bunch of dessert foods. Like I would eat basically ranging from none to 4 or 5 dessert items in one day. So I would have like a full meal and then I'd be like, oh my gosh, ice cream sounds really good, or like a cookie sounds really good. And then I would just continue to do that and continue to do that. And this project really made me realize like how much of a bad impact that is and how it could really affect me later on and how I should like just stop while I'm ahead, which is exactly what this project showed me what to do. So basically, what I would do is on our 3 week stretch of like the baseline behavioral assignment, I decided to write down every dessert item that I had and what day it was, what dessert it was, and why I had it, why I decided to eat it, and where I was going, what I was doing, that kind of thing, just to see all the target behaviors as to why I was eating so much of it and what like actions made me think that I needed to do that. So basically, what most of the research showed was that I was either in a really big hurry, I was upset about something that happened earlier. I had a bad day at work, had a bad day at school. So I was like, you know what, this ice cream would make it really better. Or one of the really big problems that I would have is I would be like, oh, well, you know what? I deserve this. So I'm going to go ahead and have a milkshake because I deserve it. I had a really bad day, or I had a really tough day, or I made an A on a test. It just completely ranged and I never had any self control about it. Um, so I was like, you know what? For this project, this is exactly what we're going to do and I'm going to stick to it. So, and I was really grateful that I did because I think it really helped me out a lot. Um, I was really happy with the results that did end up happening. And I think that one of the best things that probably happened was this because I think it was a great experience to learn about it. And I think that it was overall like you really learned a lot about yourself throughout the process. So I'm going to show you guys my PowerPoint presentation, my little slideshow. Here it is. Overeating Comfort Foods and Desserts by Riley Lovett. That is me. The theory, my whole hypothesis or theory for this was basically like the less overeating I did of desserts or comfort foods, the more weight that I will lose and the healthier I will be. My main priority for this was not to lose weight for my aesthetics or to look good. It was basically for my health because I'm 20 years old, I'm 5'4", and you know, technically I weigh 150 pounds and I'm overweight according to like the BMI scale. So, you know, and I have a lot of family history of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, like everything like that. So, you know, I never really thought about the repercussions of eating it. I just thought, you know what, this tastes good, let's have more of it. So, I wanted to do this really to be a healthier human being. And my method was to do exactly what I said earlier. I would write down everything I ate that day. I would write down why I was eating it, where I was going, why, if I decided to stop for fast food, why I decided to stop for fast food, how much I ate of it, what desserts I ate, if I ate any, what I was feeling to make me eat those desserts, what I wasn't feeling to not want to eat the desserts, everything like that, just to see every aspect of the project and to see, you know, why I was doing what I was doing. And the procedure, kind of the same thing. I would really rely on desserts to give me that really full feeling. But for the procedure, I was always making sure that I needed to drink at least a gallon of water a day. Um, you know, eating like small portion meals or like throughout the day, or eating bigger meals 3 times a day, just to make sure I was always full and not craving like that sweet factor that I always had been. This is my data. It took me a really long time to finish this graph because it was a mess. Basically, what it is saying is that right over here is when I weighed my heaviest, and it was 150, and I was eating about, you know, 17, 18 desserts per week. So that's quite a bit. That's almost after every single meal, every single day, So obviously that's really kind of embarrassing, but it's just what I did to help me feel full. And I was just like, you know what, I want to do it, so I'm going to do it. Who cares what happens? But as you can see, the less dessert I ate, the less I weighed. So I weighed 148 and I only ate like about 14 desserts per week. So, and then each week that we had the assignment, I decided to decrease my intake, or at least I tried to. Sometimes you have like those little outside things that influence your data, but I tried my best, which is what matters. And then I ended up getting all the way down to 128 pounds, which I'm really proud of. One thing that I used as a measurement besides the BMI scale was the BIS-BAS measurement, which I really appreciated that we did that in class, because my highest scoring was the BAS fun seeking, which totally makes sense because I was always really impulsive on what I ate. I did not think about the repercussions that would continue to occur if I continued to eat this way. But the BAS fun seeking is always about like not really knowing what's going to come next, but not really caring at the same time. You're very impulsive. You just want to do what you want to do without thinking about the repercussions of what's going to happen. In the study, I have lost probably about like 30 pounds. I had lost 15 by the time that we had like given everybody an update on how our project was going. My self-confidence has risen dramatically. I love that I was able to do this project, and I'm super grateful that we were even assigned this project and we were shown like how we actually target our behaviors and really push through with that, if that makes sense. And I'm still reminding myself to drink a bunch of water, have at least 30 minutes of physical activity, just to reinstate that I want to keep this lifestyle and I need to continue to do that. And another really thing that I've been really proud of is that I'm now considered a normal weight according to the BMI scale, which is a huge thing for me, just because of like all the family history that I have. COVID-19 did have a pretty big impact on my project, just because a lot of the gyms were closed, so I've been having to take a walk outside or run outside, which is always like nice and refreshing, but you get so used to going to the gym and doing what you want to do at the gym and having all those machines with you. And I'm now at home surrounded by a bunch of junk food with absolutely no routine whatsoever, so I really am trying my best to make those healthier substitutions even when I am home and surrounded by like chips and cosmic brownies and ramen noodles, But I have seen myself, kind of go back to constantly eating junk food, and I just have to remind myself, you know what, like you're happy the way that you are now, so you need to like remind yourself of that. And would you rather have 5 minutes of happiness because you ate one cosmic brownie, or a lifetime of happiness because you're an actually healthy person? And then these are my references, and that is it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this project, and I hope that you guys felt the same. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks.